Welcome to CBT News with Cheyenne Malone.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to CBT News. I'm Cheyenne Malone. Thanks so much for watching. And now here's today's top stories.
According to Kelley Blue Book analysis, new vehicle prices held steady in February with a marginal decrease of less than 0.1% from January's revised average transaction price. The average transaction prices for new vehicles dropped 2.2% year over year in February, marking a 5.4% decline from the peak in December of 2022. This decline was particularly noticeable in the EV segment, where prices fell nearly 13% year over year, even as Tesla increased its prices following a low in January. This was partially due to the robust incentive packages available in the market. Additionally, vehicle affordability declined further, with only 9 vehicles selling for under $25,000 in February, compared to 29 in February of 2021. The U.S. Insurance Institute for Highway Safety recently conducted a study to evaluate 14 assisted driving systems from 9 automakers, including Tesla's Autopilot, full self-driving technology, and 9 other systems. The study rated all but one of the systems as poor, raising concerns as federal regulators investigate around 1,000 incidents in which Tesla's Autopilot was engaged. The only system to receive an acceptable rating was the Lexus Teammate with Advanced Drive, available on a select few luxury Lexus LS hybrid vehicles. According to IIHS President David Harkey, automakers could boost safety ratings by adopting existing technology for driver monitoring or attention warning systems. Tesla's Berlin Gigafactory has finally regained power after a week-long outage. The cause of the outage was believed to be arson, as authorities in the city suspect a high-voltage transmission line was deliberately set on fire. Environmental activists who have been protesting in a forest near the plant against plans to expand the facility are believed to be behind the incident. On March 11th, Group 1 Automotive announced it acquired Modern Classic Motors in Hilton Head, South Carolina. The transaction comprises 3 franchises, Mercedes-Benz, Sprinter, and Honda, in Beaufort County. It expands Group 1's relationship with Mercedes-Benz to 17 franchises in the US and UK, and Honda to 13 franchises in the US. Additionally, the transaction is anticipated to generate $140 million in annual revenues. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with Jeff Dyke, president of Sonic Automotive. He's here to discuss the dealer group's full-year earnings numbers.
CBT News is expanding its reach like never before and is launching in over 70 million broadcasting households. Whether you have Roku, Apple TV, or a mobile device running on Android or iOS, you can now enjoy our engaging, in-depth interviews with dealers, automakers, trade associations, best-selling authors, motivational speakers, and so much more, whenever and wherever you are. Simply search CBT News in the App Store of your smart TV.
Let's talk a little bit about the overall earnings for Sonic Automotive. Rose, of course, over the course of 2023, I should say. So talk to us about that.
Look, 2023 is our 3rd best year ever from a profit perspective. Not what 21 and 22 were, but it's what we expected. We beat our internal targets. Margins are dropping off on new cars as the whole industry is experiencing, driven by manufacturers overproducing new car inventory at this point in time, depending on what manufacturer it is. But still a really good, healthy year across all revenue generation areas of our business. So from the new car side, the franchise side, to Echo Park, really came on strong at the end of the year, and we're off to a fantastic start in the first quarter of this year. And our power sports business is beginning to grow as we learn how to manage that business. Overall, just a great year. And we expect to have another fantastic year in 24.
Sure. So a little bit to unpack there, and congratulations on all the great news. Let's talk about Echo Park. You had closed some locations. Are those reopening, or what's the plan with those?
Yeah, so as you heard, we and mentioned earlier, we closed the Northwest Motorsports stores, which were part of the Echo Park platform. We did that.
Oh,
That's kind of
okay.
the northwest part of the country. Honestly, that platform focused on trucks, and trucks. And we were upfitting those trucks and making really great margin and selling a lot during the pandemic and really 17, 18, 19. But that really all went away.
Oof. Yeah.
It cost more expensive to upfit the vehicles. The stores were just not performing at the level that we wanted. So, and they were taking a lot of time and energy. We closed those stores. Subsequently, we'll sell off those properties and put 100% of our focus, particularly on the Echo Park brand from our used car team. That's obviously making a big difference in the performance of Echo Park. As you saw in the fourth quarter, we're getting closer and closer to EBIT break even. We reiterated that in the first quarter, we would be EBITDA break even for the first quarter and for the year or better. And we're on track to do that.
And be sure to watch this full interview right here at cbtnews.com. Well, that wraps up our show for today, but we do invite you right back here tomorrow morning on cbtnews.com. And remember, you can stay up to date with the most recent news and trends influencing the retail automotive industry by following us on TikTok, LinkedIn, Facebook, and X, formerly known as Twitter. And now you can find CBT News in over 70 million broadcasting households on Roku, Fire TV, Apple TV, Android, and iOS devices. Simply search CBT News in the App Store on your smart device to watch our programming wherever, whenever. I'm Cheyenne Malone. Thanks so much for watching. You have a good one.
CBT News, your #1 resource for auto industry news and content.